Well, hi there, it's Boss Lady, and welcome back. Now, if you saw my Let's Do a Switcheroo video that just came out last week, I got rid of the lighthouse lot, that house that's on the island in Windenburg, and replaced it with the Chieftain's Villa. Go back and watch that video if you're interested in that. But I thought of another purpose for that lighthouse house, which I'm not sure why it's called a lighthouse because there's not one. But anyway, there's a big swimming pool in the back and some children's play equipment. And I thought, that would be an excellent community pool for Sequoia. So I plopped it down on a smaller lot, so it cut off a good portion of the house, but there's enough building still there that I can renovate it and turn it into a nice community swimming pool. Let's take a look. So here we are in Sequoia, and I've already plopped down the lighthouse house. And as you can see, it left a little bit of the house. It looks like one of the bedrooms and a little bit of the dining room or something. But that's fine. I like it that way. So here I am just getting rid of the furniture that was in the house on the first floor and the second floor. And we've got this nice little balcony up there. That's just going to be perfect. So I'm filling in with walls and things as I'm deleting, trying to get just a building. And putting the fence back and kind of fixing the size and the way it's positioned on the lot. So this is that Celebration Way, or what, I can't remember the name of the lot in Sequoia. It's the one that's really narrow and has streets all the way around it on all four sides. So it really seems like a commercial or community lot to me, and I thought that this would be a great place to have a pool. I like how this building turned out very narrow and thin. And so you'll see in just a minute, what I'm going to do is make that kind of an open breezeway area. And then have the other two-story section for Sims to be able to go in and get cleaned up, get a shower, get something to eat, or that kind of thing. I really like having community lots in The Sims, but sometimes I forget to use them, and so I'm trying to put more of them in my game so that I can make a point of taking my Sims and their families, especially with the Growing Together expansion pack and infants now and the changes that they've made to the game. It's kind of focused on family play, which I really do enjoy, and I want to bring my Sims to these areas more. There you can see I've made it a breezeway with this covered kind of open style roof. I used a fence for the walls there, so it's going to be breezy and airy for them. I love these doors that are open. I wish we had more doors that would stay open, or at least we could photograph open more, if that makes sense. Getting some trim around the building. And I really decided to embrace the Craftsman style. That's what most of the buildings are in Sequoia. I really like the new build items and build and buy things that came with Growing Together. I really like the style. I like the colors. So I went with a very wood look with the building, and I think it suits it quite well. Big windows for the indoor space so that they'll get lots of light. And here I'm just kind of trying out some windows. I end up changing them multiple times. I don't think I end up with that triangular pointed window at all. I think I get rid of it completely. I like it, and I think it's a great idea, but it didn't really work well in this build. I keep just a flat roof here because it really fits with the commercial style, and it's what we already had with this building. I can just imagine bringing a family here, going there as a child, even in real life. I don't particularly like pools, and I don't spend time with them, but as a child I did go to pools. We had a we had a swimming pool in the subdivision where I lived for all of the people that lived there. So it was rather like a community pool, and they didn't have near as nice of a building. So they really discouraged anyone from going inside, which is crazy to me. So here we have this small building that can have the restrooms and showers and stuff in them, as well as something to eat, and then that open breezeway where families can take a break from playing in the pool, have a snack, have lunch or something. And if the children are tired of swimming, they can go play on the playground equipment, which I am going to change and kind of move around. Now, I don't show all of it. I don't show in this video. I cut out quite a bit of building the interior bathrooms and stuff because I think that's just a little bit boring. And of course, I don't do anything special here with building this. I don't use tool mod or anything. This is just no CC, this is just everything that comes with the game and all of the building tools that come with the game. So there's nothing special, nothing added. Now, I did not restrict myself to a certain pack as far as decorating. So if you do want this build and you download it from the gallery, I can't say how many packs I used. I know it's quite a few. When I build, I just find what I want, and place it down without thinking about packs. So you might have to put back some of the furniture or something, but really, because this is a commercial lot and it's a swimming pool, there's not that much furniture. I really like that umbrella, and I'm not sure that I've ever used it before. I don't know that I've seen it. There's that other one that's a square top, and I guess I use it more often, but I really like that one. So it was already there, and so I just left it. And see, I copied it and used it again. So I was really excited to have it. So I'm not too worried about colors right now. You can see I didn't change the color of that, although I am kind of starting to get some lighter colors for things like the furniture. Since the building itself is a darker wood tone, I kind of wanted to lighten up the rest of it. And because it's a pool, you can kind of see off to the side there, I've got that aqua colored flooring inside the interior part of the building where the bathrooms and stuff are going to be. I thought it looked really neat because it so reminds you of water. Now this was already there. Again, this was upstairs. So I just go and start changing the colors. I thought having this seating area on that balcony upstairs is really a good idea. So I left what they had. I do experiment with some different decor up there, some plants and things, but I didn't want it to be too crowded. When things get a little bit crowded, Sims have a hard time walking around. So you'll see that in most of my builds, I don't do a lot of clutter. I just decorate a little bit so that it's a little easier to play. This is definitely a lot that I want to use for play. I want my Sims, I'm about to start a new legacy, and I hope to keep it going for a really long time. And my family is going to start out, at any rate, they might not stay in San Sequoia, but they're going to start out here in this new world. And so I'm filling it up with lots of community lots. Now I was a little bit at a loss what to do with this upstairs area. The bathrooms are downstairs. There's a grill outside. So what to do up here? But I thought, if you're going to spend the day here, a Sim might get tired and want to nap, so they could go nap on the sofa. They also might want to watch television. Or maybe if it's a lot of kids during the summer, they're out of school, they might want to play video games. So I was kind of testing the layout, how I could arrange it. Maybe while the kids were playing outside, the adults might want to go sit inside to get out of the sun and have a cup of coffee or watch television or something. You just sit and have a conversation. So I was kind of trying to arrange it for a conversation, but then also a place where kids could run up and play a game and run back down and jump in the pool. I apologize for the extra noise. I'm just recording over this, and so I'm not really going to edit it very much. You know, I thought if they face the windows, wouldn't it be great? I mean, you can see outside. It's such a good view. I hated to put their back to the windows, which is what I had just a minute ago. So I kind of said, you know, well, what if we put a TV there and the gaming console? That way, if adults are sitting there, they can see out. Or if the kids want to sit there, they could watch TV and play, and then behind them is the large arcade type game. And then there's also this other sitting area over here where adults can sit. And they can definitely see out back where the kids were playing. And since there's windows on all sides, they've got a really good view no matter where they look. The only thing is, if you're sitting upstairs in that enclosed part, you can't see the swimming pool. So if adults wanted to sit upstairs and watch the kids in the pool, they'd have to be on that balcony. Now, the original playground equipment back here was only for children. There was nothing for toddlers. Now, I can imagine an entire family coming here, at least toddlers and older. So I wanted a couple of toddler play things. I love the tent. The tent is so good. The toddlers love going in there. They can nap in there, which is great. And then, of course, the slide. It's not very big. They seem to like it, and it helps with their motor skill. So I'm still searching around for some playground equipment. And I thought, well, the toddlers need a pool. I don't think toddlers can get in a regular swimming pool. Children can, but toddlers can't, I don't think. I've never seen one in a pool. I've never had one get in a pool. So I decided to give them a pool. Now here you can see where I've done the bathrooms a little. I put some lockers. I put the sinks outside because it just made sense. If you run in, you might want to clean some dishes or just wash your hands or something. And then there's a toilet area and then shower areas. And there are several of them because, you know, after being in the chlorine, you're supposed to wash off and certainly get it out of your hair immediately. So right now it's a little bit dull and plain. There's no decor. I do use a little bit. I put a little bit of things, you know, a little bit of decor on the walls, some things hanging. Even though it's not functional, like these towels, you would certainly want to have towel racks, even though the Sims don't need them. But you won't find a lot of things sitting around on the floor as far as clutter, because, you know, it just gets in the way. That's that water balloon bucket from Seasons. If you have the Seasons pack, you can have these water balloon fights, and I thought that would be really good at a pool. I put a couple of the towels where people could lay out, but certainly if the lounge chairs there were full, if someone wants to simply lay in the sun. I think the towels are from Sulani pack, probably the Island Living. And I decided to do grass on the roof because this is a community lot. I thought this would be nice if it were a little more eco-friendly. So I put some solar panels up there for some electrical, and I know that it's not really going to matter because there's no bills here, but I thought it would look neat. It's a neat idea that the community is eco-conscious. which I think they would be in San Sequoia. So I just placed the telescope up there, so I need a way to get to the roof. So I grabbed the ladder. Now I've got to find a good place to put it. Seems like I move it, I don't really like it there. But they need to be able to get up there so that they can repair the solar panels, but also so that your Sims can use the telescope. A good way to build your logic skill. Now, when I play this in my game, I'm going to use Little Miss Sam's entrance fee mod, because I know there are communities that have free things like this, but in most of the areas where I've lived, it's not free. You need to pay just a little bit, maybe just a small fee. So I'm going to use her entrance fee. Now, I hope you like my pool, and if you want to download it, it's on the gallery. Thank you for joining me. And yeah, I don't know, sometimes I'm crazy. Maybe it would have been easier to just build my own swimming pool, but sometimes it's kind of fun to repurpose those Max's homes. I end up moving things around quite a bit. If you'd like to see more of this sort of thing, click that thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. And watch out for my Let's Play. It's going to start soon. I'll see you next time.